Gazing in the space, they let their minds wander instead of studying the good Lord's rules. Better pay attention, build your comprehension. There's gonna be a quiz at your ascension. Not to mention any threat of hell. But if you're smart, you'll learn your lessons well. Every right description of the promised land mentions you can make it if you keep alert. Learning every line and every last commandment may not help you, but it couldn't hurt. First you gotta read them, then you gotta heed them. You never know when you're gonna need them. Just as old Elisha said to Jezebel, you better start to learn your lessons well.
Head is crowned with clay, still will not hear that inner God proclaim. Turn back, oh man, is your seat comfortable? Turn back, oh man, I really hope that's your sister. Turn back, oh man, here's my number, forswear thy ways. See you later, I'm going to the front of the theater. Earth might be fair, and all men glad and wise. Age after age, their tragic empires rise. Da-da-da-da-da. Built while they dream, and in that dreaming we would remember where from out his haunted sleep. Turn back, oh man, how you doing? Turn back, oh man, can you see from where you're sitting? Turn back, oh man, higher, big boy, forswear thy foolish ways.
Earth shall be fair, and all the people one. Not till that hour shall God's whole will be done. Even now, once more from earth to sky, set his ground with clay. Still not leaving, lying without proclaim. Turn back home and turn back home and turn back home and forswear thy foolish ways.
Play it, honey!
Stop! This is the beginning.
By whose authority are you acting like this?
Yeah, who gave you this authority?
Well, answer me a question, and then I will tell you by whose authority I act. The baptism of John, was it from God or was it from man?
If we say man, then he'll say, then why did you not believe?
But if we do say for man, then...
The people
Will become angry because they took John as a prophet.
Okay,
We do not know.
Then neither will I tell you by whose authority I act. But I have a story for you. A man had 2 sons. He went to the first and he said, "Go and work in the vineyard today." "I will go," said the first, but he never went. And then he said to the second, "Go and work in the vineyard today." "I will not go," said the second, but later changed his mind and went anyway. Now, which of these men did as their father wished? Okay.
The second.
And I tell you, tax gatherers and prostitutes are entering the kingdom of heaven ahead of you. For when John came and told you the way to live, you did not believe. But the tax gatherers and the prostitutes did. And even after you saw that, you still did not believe.
Well, Master, you're an honest man, right? Answer me this question. Are we or are we not permitted to pay taxes to the Roman Emperor?
you hypocrites!
Show me the money by which the tax is paid. Now, whose head is on this? Whose inscription?
Caesar's.
Then pay Caesar what is due Caesar, but pay God what is due God. That was my last coin.
Tell me this. What is the greatest commandment?
Love the Lord your God with all your heart and all your soul. And the second is like it, love your neighbor as yourself. All the rest of the law and the prophets have written is based on these first 2. The doctors of the law and the Pharisees sit at the chair of Moses. Therefore, pay attention to their words. Listen to what they say, but do not pay attention to their practices. For they say one thing and do another. They build up heavy packs to pile on men's shoulders, and they don't raise a finger to lift the load themselves. Everything they do is done for show. Oh, and they like to go about wearing broad phylacteries and tassels on their robes, and to be greeted respectfully in the streets, and to be called teacher. But you must call no man on earth teacher, for you have one teacher, the Messiah. And you must call no man on earth father, for you have one Father, and you are all brothers. And you must call no man on earth rabbi, for you have one rabbi, and he is in heaven. Alas for you lawyers and Pharisees, hypocrites that you be, searching for souls and fools to forsake them. You travel the land, you scour the sea. Then when you got your converts, you make them twice as fit for hell as you are yourselves. Alas, alas for you lawyers and Pharisees, hypocrites that you are. Sure that the kingdom of heaven awaits you, you will not venture half so far. Other men who might enter the gates, you keep from passing through. Drag them down with you. Alas, you look being devil's food. I see you prophets and I see you preachers, sages and rages and ages and teachers. Nothing can mar your roots. Hypocrites. Alas, alas, for you lawyers and Pharisees, hypocrites to a man. Show that the kingdom of heaven awaits you, finishing off what your fathers began. You You don't have time to scorn or to scoff. It's getting very late. Vengeance does await. You snakes, you vipers, brood. You cannot escape being devil's brood. I see prophets and I see you preachers. Sages and rages and ages and teachers. Nothing can mar your mood. Blind guides, blind fools. The blood you spilled of UFO. This nation, this generation shall bear the guilt of it all. Alas, 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 blind fools!
Oh, Jerusalem. City that stones the prophets and murders the messengers sent to her.
How often have I longed to gather your children as a mother hen gathers her brood under her wing? But you would not let me. And so I tell you, you will not see me until the day when you say, blessing on he who comes in the name of the Lord. But be careful not to be misled, for many people will come bearing my name, saying, I am the Messiah, and many will be misled by them. For the time is coming when the sounds of battle are near at hand. Nation will make war upon nation, kingdom upon kingdom. There will be earthquakes and famines, and among all these things, the birth pangs of a new age begin. For as things were in Noah's days,
Happy Noah's Day.
so will they be when the Son of Man comes.
Come on, animals, come on. There's a 99.9% chance of rain today.
From the time before the flood, men ate, drank, and married, and knew nothing until the flood came and swept them all away. Have you no faith? Peace. Be still. For when the Son of Man comes, there will be men working at the field. And of these men working, one will be taken, and the others left. Women grinding at the wheel. And of these women, one will be taken, and the others left. So keep awake, for you do not know on what day your Lord is to come. Now, if the homeowner had known what time the burglar was coming, he would have stayed awake all night. So keep awake, for the Lord will come at a time when you least expect it. Now, who is the trusty servant? The trusty servant. The man charged by his master to take care of the other servants and to pay them in due time. Now, happy is the servant who is at work when the master returns, for he will be put in charge of all the master's property. Oh, but what of the bad servant? The one who sits around saying, the master's a long time coming, and sits around eating and drinking with his drunken friends, and it begins bullying the other servants. Well, I tell you, the master will come at a time when he least expects it, and he will cut him to pieces. He will take his place among the hypocrites where there is wailing, and gnashing of teeth. Remember, he who humbles himself as a little child will find good fortune in the kingdom of heaven.
Master, this woman was caught in the very act of adultery, and by the law that Moses has laid down, such women are to be stoned.
Yeah, what have you got to say about it, mister?
Well, that which of you is faultless shall throw the first stone.
Huh? What?
Daddy!
Where are they now? Has no one condemned you? Nor do I condemn you. You may go. Do not sin again.
Where are you going? Where are you going? Can you take me with you? For my hand is cold and needs warm. Where are you going?
the man they called Judas Iscariot went to the chief priest and said, "What will you give me to betray him to you?" They offered him 30 pieces of silver.
And from that moment forward, he began to look for an opportunity to betray him. By my side.
Now when the Son of Man comes in all of his glory, with the angels beside him, he will sit in state on his throne with the nations around him, and he will separate the men into two groups as the shepherd separates the sheep, ma, from the goats, ba. And he will put the sheep on his right and the goats on his left. And he will say to those on his right, ba, 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 ba. Go and enter the kingdom of heaven, which has been waiting for you since the moment the world began. For when I was hungry, you gave me something to eat. When I was thirsty, you gave me something to drink. Whenever I was naked and without a home, you brought me into your house. And whenever I was sick and in prison, you came to my aid. Oh, whoa, get back there.
Oh, baloney.
And then they will say to him,
Master, when was it that you were hungry and we gave you food, or thirsty and gave you drink?
Yeah, or in prison and helped you.
and he will say to them, anything you've done for one of my brothers here, however humble, you did for me.
Oh, I get it.
And he will say to those on his left, a curse is upon you. Go and enter the eternal fire. The eternal fire which has been waiting for you with the devil and all of his angels. For whenever I was hungry, you did not give me anything to eat. When I was thirsty, you gave me nothing to drink. When I was naked and without a home, you did not bring me into your house. And when I was sick and in prison, you did not come to my aid. And they will say to him,
Oh, Master, had we known it was you, we'd have taken you out for a couple of lamb chops.
and he will say to them, anything you did not do for one of my brothers here, however humble, you didn't do for me. Go and enter the eternal punishment. But the righteous shall have the everlasting life.
Father, hear thy children's call. Humbly at thy feet they fall. Prodigals confessing all. We beseech thee, hear us. We thy call have disobeyed, into paths of sin have strayed, and repentance have delayed. We beseech thee, hear us. Come sing about love that called us first to be. Come sing about love that made the stone tree. Come sing about love that draws us lovingly. We beseech thee, hear us. Say, we go to thee for your guilty. We pray thy mercy sure. Yeah. We long to be made pure. We beseech thee, hear us. Love,
tell you this, one of you among us will betray me.
Is it me, Lord?
Is it I, Lord?
Is it I, Lord?
Is it I, Lord? Rabbi, can you hear me?
The words are yours. Do quickly what you must. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech ha'olam hamotzi lechem min ha'oretz. Take and eat, for this is my body. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech ha'olam borei pri hagofim. Take and drink. Drink, for this is my blood, the blood of the new covenant shed for the forgiveness of sins. And I tell you, I will not drink of the fruit of the vine again until I drink it with you in the kingdom of my Father.
On the willows there, we hung up our lives for our captors there required of us songs and our tormentors. On the willows there, we hung up our lives for our captors there required of us songs and our tormentors. Saying, sing us one of the songs of Zion. Sing us one of the songs of Zion. Sing us one of the songs of Zion. But how can we sing the Lord's song? Sing the Lord's song in a foreign land?
My heart is ready to break with grief. Stay awake. On the willows there, we hung up our lives. Father, if it be not possible for this cup to pass me by, yet not as I will, but as thou wilt. What? Could none of you stay awake with me just 1 hour? The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. I tell you, before the cock crows, each of you will betray me 3 times. Stay awake and be spared the test. Father, if it be not possible for this cup to pass me by without my drinking from it, thy will be done.
If you are the Son of God, turn these stones into bread.
Man does not live by bread alone, he lives on every word God utters.
If you are the Son of God, throw yourself down, for Scripture says the angels will support you and they will hold you in their arms.
Thou shalt not tempt the Lord your God.
Pay homage to me, and all that you see before you will be yours.
Begone, Satan! Thou shalt pay homage to the Lord your God and worship him alone. My friend, do what you must. Put down the sword. He who lives by the sword dies by the sword. Do you not suppose that I could appeal to my heavenly Father, who at any moment could send 12 legions of angels to come to my aid? Do you take me for a bandit, that you come at me with swords and cudgels? I sat day after day teaching in the synagogues, and you did not come for me then. But everything that is done now is done to fulfill what the prophets have written.
Long live